Hello walkers, and welcome to Sorrento, Italy. We're going to have a little exploration around town, discover some fun stuff, and we are starting off at the train station. And I'm going to tell you some other interesting little things that I do know about Sorrento, one of which is getting around the Amalfi Coast Peninsula, the Sorrentine Peninsula. You use a lot of these Sita buses. I haven't actually done that yet, but I'm trying to do it tomorrow for a hike we're going to do, Path of the Gods. My name is Henry. I'll be your proxy walker today, your co-discoverer, your co-explorer. I sometimes say virtual travel guide, but I'm really not a guide. I'm more of somebody to walk around with, and that sort of gets me on to why I do these. And I watched this YouTube channel called, Video Creators with Tim Schmoyer. He sent an email yesterday talking about sort of values and what we bring to these videos and to our channels. And it was a good reminder because it sort of made me think, what do I want? What is the purpose of this channel? And so the purpose of the channel is ultimately to bring some sort of value. There aren't really street signs here. I'd like to call those out. And so the values, obviously I want people to enjoy these videos, but the original idea was to travel around and film some of my explorations and things that I discovered and saw. And my thought people that would be a great, I thought a great target audience to dehumanize them. People would be to people walking on treadmills or exercise machines that, you don't really want to watch the news because it raises your cortisol levels, and you don't really want to watch TV because those are all built around conflict. But maybe you do want to watch something, focus on something besides, the drudgery of your workout. Not all workouts are drudgery, but this street up here, this is Via Marziale up here. There's a sign for that. Anyway, one should notice the lemon trees over there too. Sorrento is known for its lemons. And hopefully that's, this channel is achieving that. If you would like to watch these or looking for something to do while you walk on your treadmill, it's a great option, or you can recommend them to somebody else. And that's kind of what I landed on, that and people who maybe are unable to travel these days, for whatever reason. Maybe visa restrictions, maybe health reasons, maybe physical reasons, maybe financial reasons. We can sort of get a glimpse of a place like Sorrento here, which the reality of which is way different than what you see on the glossy Instagram channels and Facebook channels and TikTok, etc., with the beautiful veranda and stuff. It is beautiful, but and it's actually really quiet right now. We came down a week and a half ago because we're staying about 10 kilometers away, and it was wall to wall fellow tourists. But it's really incredibly quiet now. I have to give it another look-see. So, Sorrento, from what I understand, gets its name from the Sirens of Greek mythology. Supposedly were here. Right now it is 70 degrees, 21 degrees Celsius, and about 2 p.m., a little after, which means that a lot of these shops are closed for lunch hour or for whatever they call it. I don't think they call it a siesta, but and so that's extra quiet. A lot of these places are closed up. They'll be closed till about 4, and they'll start to open back up, and they'll stay open kind of late. Sorrento sits on top of a cliff, and we're actually going to make our way down to a place called Marina Grande, which I actually didn't know about until my wife and son went on a paddleboarding tour a little while ago and couple weeks ago, and that's where it started. They had a great time, so if you have a chance, I would highly recommend that. Love these buildings. And this is kind of what the joy for me is. In addition to interacting with you guys, here's some gelato. Interacting with you guys in the comments section and via Patreon. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. I love finding these little details in ornate places. Like, look at this kind of design on the windows. Love it. I was actually sitting out having a coffee this morning in a cafe, and a little sweet treat. A marmalade stuffed or jam stuffed croissant. And another cafe. I love all these cafes. Anyway, just noticing all the details around me. Locals, we're staying in Vico Equenza. Locals chatting and going about their business, and then here at the beginning of November, and then the dog on the porch up above. Look at this awesome patio. Love it. And just enjoy water coming out of the fountain and the sunlight streaming down and the hustle and bustle of a city coming awake. Really cool. Oh, check this out. Ciao. Posso filmare?
Sì, vai.
Sì, grazie. Una pizza oven. Ciao. Love the little details like that. The pizza guy, right? Super happy, super cheerful. Lots of fun. Apparently taxis are pretty expensive here. And the city's pretty walkable if you're able. And the traffic is pretty amenable to this little market. Amenable to pedestrians, meaning it's not like somebody's gonna get mad at you if you're crossing the street somewhere outside the crosswalk, like here. They'll just slow down, let you pass, for the most part. You definitely want to be careful. Here's the ravine where one of the streams comes up and basically flows underneath the city. Check out the stairwell on the far side. It's pretty sketchy. I don't know, that's like 100, seems like 100 feet down. Here we are at the plaza here. It's pretty nice. Hit me up in the comments section if you have any questions or corrections or sharing your memories. I love interacting with people on a more personal level down in those comments, and it's fun. Subscribe if you haven't done that. That helps me out a little bit. And if you're interested in supporting us via Patreon, give us a shout there. I was counting up. This is, I think, my 29th Italian walk that I've filmed. Not nearly as many as somebody like Hot Travel, POP Walks. I can't remember his channel name right now, dropping it, but he's walked all over Italy. This is kind of the center of the city. Not geographically so much as, I don't know, socially. Cross over here. I'm gonna go down here and do this. Wow, I cannot believe how quiet it is here. So this is the output of what we were just looking at, or one of them. So you get down to there's a bus going down to another marina, and you can see the water way down there. But we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna go over to a pedestrian zone. I love all these cafes. A lot of these are closed because it's like the tourist season goes basically up to the end of October, I think. And we are in November. You can take a carriage ride. Cute girls. Want to go pet the horse. This is sort of a shishi area. You can see some of the stores here. You'll see a lot of tourist-oriented stuff, but a lot of fashion-related stuff. Fashion and lots of pizza cafes and dolcerias and gelaterias. People with their dogs out here enjoying their stroll along the street, which I haven't been able to see a sign. Let me see if I can look it up. Corso Italia. Love this garden area. So we'll get into this area, I think, in another walk. But there's a whole series of streets, pedestrian streets with shopping and shops and restaurants and little cafes. And I kind of want to go down there and explore as well. Nice little series of benches here under the shade, which is always appreciated. It is super humid here, especially today. I can't imagine what it would be like in August or July with tons of people and tons of heat and tons of humidity. But right now it's very pleasant. There's a Strada Tasso leaving off to the left. I mean right. Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta try one of these side streets. So that's what I'm gonna do. It probably takes me up to a parking lot. I do see a sign for Hotel Mignon. It's so humid here. There's so much moisture that they get. You get all these mosses and sort of volunteer plants crawling out of the old woodwork, stonework, and some of the new stonework too. This is pretty cool little arch. Via Antonino Cersale. I think I'm saying that right. This is the old walls. Surely appears to be. Excuse me. This is the Hotel Conca Park up here. Look at these. I think they're lemons or oranges. These are oranges. It's growing right here on the side, along the sidewalk. All those flowers. If you do want to visit Sorrento, there is a ton of stuff to do, obviously. Their lots of tours. You can go to Capri, it's right off the point, not that far away. You can go to Ischia, did a couple walks there. And you can go take a day trip to Pompeii. Did that a couple days ago. Absolutely fantastic. You can go into Herculaneum, go to Naples. Tomorrow we're going to go hike. I think I mentioned the Pathway of the Gods, which is this beautiful trail apparently that walks down from kind of the center to Positano. And of course Amalfi and that whole area. Okay, we are at the end of that pedestrian area that we saw earlier. Now, I'm going to cut back a little bit. I think it wants, Google Maps wants us to go down this way. Who knows where we're going to end up here, but this is kind of a cool church facade here. Love taking these side streets. Look at that. I'm just going to spin you around here, sorry. It's like a hotel here, Artis Domus. Oh, spa. In Solarian. via sopra le mura. I think I'm going to make it right here. Yeah. These giant, they look like magnolia leaves. There's a dog, a little boxer looking Chalet Lydia. Here we are in the middle of a city, and you've got a little farm back here, a little orchard. Feels like this is some sort of secret path. As you can see up to the cliff a little bit there. You definitely get a coastal smell here. Not only can you feel the air, it's a kind of a, right here, a little mixture of dank growth. Look at this vine arbor over here. Love it. We went to the beach the other day over in Vico Equense, and we waited till noon, a little afternoon, because we wanted the sun to get up over these cliffs. But there's a little, kind of like here, there's a peninsula that kind of juts out to the west, and the sun, because we're so far north, the sun dips down below that. You can see how low it is right now. So we only got like couple hours of sunlight on the beach. It was still nice. Okay, here we go. Off in the distance, you can see, just peeking up through the mist, Mount Vesuvius. Straight out there. There's about 5.5 million people in the Naples commune, in the Naples metro area. Pretty much all within the range of what happened to Pompeii in 79 AD. Just gonna take a quick peek over here. So I want to give you an up-high view, and we're going to head down in this direction and explore a bit down in here. You can see out there there's sort of a jetty with a platform on it with tables and chairs, sun chairs. That's given the fact that we're right up against the cliffs, there's not a lot of sandy beaches. Hello. And so they build those things out, piers and that sort of thing. And then in the winter, they will take up the planks to avoid some of the worst weatherization of those planks, which is kind of interesting to me. And then they'll have steps down. Look at this. This is kind of pretty. They'll have steps down into the water so you can go swimming. And of course you can order drinks from the bar and snacks and that sort of thing. And you have to pay for the chair. You rent the chair. And you can also sometimes rent an umbrella or umbrella. This awesome ancient looking alleyway here. Someone is not happy. Oops. Little waterside cafe right here. This goes up. Here's a little beach down here. Benvenuti a Marina Grande Carolina. So here we are on a pedestrian way, and I don't want to poke in too much, but that's somebody's kitchen where they're having lunch. You can peek in. It's fun to peek up in here. Oh, something's happened. Apartment complex. We'll go out here first to the quay. How did I miss that? Bar Nana Amelia. Nonna Amelia. Nonna means grandma. Somebody swimming. The water, at least the other day, was cool, but it's not cold. It's really pretty refreshing. And if it were 80 degrees in the air, it would be really nice. It's just shy of that. Okay, we're gonna go over here and take a peek back. So Vico Equense, where we're staying, is on the far side of that little peninsula that juts out up there. And on this side is, I think it's San Angelo. Smells like seafood over here. People, a bunch of nets that have been put in storage here. You can see it's not exactly, there's a ferry out there, not exactly a friendly coast if you're trying to get here via boat and get up to Sorrento. But look how clear that water is. It's amazing to me. I love it. And you get a lot of this. The whole coast is like this, right? At least on this side. I haven't been to the other side yet. Let's see. All these things covered up with tarps are nets, I think. can see some of them here. These bins. I don't know. It's wild to me, being from Montana, to see a lot of the locals in the morning when it's, 65 Fahrenheit, wearing puffy jackets. To me, it seems so warm. I can see why people get into this when there's not a million other folks around. How quaint this looks. I love that wooden sailboat out there. That is awesome. E-bike delivery. Ristorante di Leva. Ristorante Zi Antonio Mare. I think that's Restaurant Uncle Antonio Sea, or maybe on the sea. I have to tell you, I am a little bit, what's the word? Not quite gobsmacked, but this is not the Sorrento of last week. Or certainly the Sorrento of 2 weeks ago when we arrived, week and a half, where it was just wall-to-wall people. And now it's nice and quiet and quaint. Look at that. No wonder people love Sorrento, And I have to wonder how many folks on the general tourist track actually make it down here away from the stores and the high-end restaurants and the high-end hotels. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I prefer this. This is Soul and Fish. We go to a restaurant and beach Delfino, 50 meters. Kind of wondering how far this little pathway goes. This is the Hotel or Ristorante Calypso over here. That's a pretty nice place to get a drink and a meal, huh? You've got ladders down to the water. Looking back, you can see the mountains in the distance. One of those we climbed a couple days ago, called the Molar. I didn't film it though. Well, it's at 41 minutes, so I'm going to call it. Thank you guys for joining me here in Sorrento, Italy for this virtual treadmill travel walk at home, exercise, fat burning, keyword, stuffing event. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Please hit me up in the comments. I love hearing your comments, guys. I love interacting with you and hearing if you like these, if you don't like them, what you like, what we should do differently. We'll see you again soon. In fact, probably another walk from Sorrento. Until then, keep on stepping.